Hi y'all, this is Larry from Deep South Texas. My wife is out of town this week visiting her sisters, and that provides me with an opportunity to have some hamburgers for dinner. But first, I need to make some hamburger buns, and that's what we're going to do today. And this is a pretty simple recipe, so let's get started. We have 1 cup of water that's just warm to the touch. To that, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of sugar. We'll mix that up a little bit. And then I have 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. And we'll just let that set on top for a minute and rehydrate. Okay, let's stir this yeast in. And then we'll wait till we see that that yeast is working, bubbling up. Now, with instant yeast, you can skip this step, and I'm using instant yeast, but a lot of you may be using dry active yeast. And so you need to activate the yeast, and you just do that by letting it set for 5 minutes and coming back and checking to see if the yeast is active. So we've waited about 5 minutes, and the yeast is definitely active. Now we're going to take one of our eggs from our backyard chickens. Mix that up a little bit and pour it in. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. I have sunflower oil. Any kind of oil will work. Even butter will work. And 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt. We'll get that all mixed together. And then we'll begin adding 3 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour. And stir that in. Get that all mixed up. Well, it's mixed up. We're going to finish the mixing up as we knead the bread. So let's pour this out onto a board right now and finish this process. Okay, now we're going to knead the dough for about 10 minutes. If you can do this, mixing and kneading in a stand mixer, if you have one, and you know, about 7 or 8 minutes should be adequate. But I don't mind kneading by hand. It's kind of fun. Feel the dough develop as you're working it. I'll keep kneading again about 10 minutes, and we'll come back to you when it's finished. So it's been 10 minutes, and I think we're done kneading our dough now. I've also, while you've been gone, taken the opportunity to clean my bowl out and oil it. So it's time to get this dough into the bowl. Roll it around, get all the sides covered with oil, put it in a ball, and then we're going to cover this and let it rise for an hour till it's double in size. So it's been an hour, and our dough has definitely doubled. Let's punch it down a little bit and roll it out here onto our board. And now we want to divide this into 8 equal pieces. We're making 8 buns out of this. So let's just try to get them as even as we can. And now we're going to take them and form them into a ball. And flatten that ball out to a little bit. And put them onto a baking tray. Let them rise a little bit more before we put them in the oven. Flatten them out a little bit. And there they are. We have our 8 buns formed. And now we're going to cover them again and let them sit for another 45 minutes to an hour for them to rise. And probably in about a half hour we'll be preheating the oven to 375 degrees. Well, our hamburger buns should have risen. Oh yeah, they look good. They look good. Now, the oven's preheated, but before I put them in the oven, I want to put on some sesame seeds. So I have 1 egg mixed with a 1/4 cup of water. And I'm just going to baste the top of these buns with this. And then add some sesame seeds on top. The egg wash will help them stick. It also will give some color to the buns. Now let's add some sesame seeds. I've got a tablespoon here. If that's not enough, I'll grab some more, but I am hoping that's enough. Yes, a tablespoon was plenty. So now these are going into the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 minutes. I'll probably take a look at them at 15 and see how they look, but the expectation is 20 minutes to finish these up. And here they are after 22 minutes in the oven. They look pretty good. Let's get them out on the drying rack. They look pretty nice. And they're a nice sized bun too. Breaks my heart the size of the hamburger I'm going to have to make to put on those. So we'll leave them on the cooling rack till we're ready for dinner. And then we'll try one out. All right, let's give this hamburger bun a try. There it is. There's what it looks like on the inside. Looks like a pretty good crumb for a hamburger bun. Well, let's make a hamburger out of it and see how it goes. Actually, I've taken a couple buns and toasted them already. So let's start with those. Put a little bit of mayonnaise on. A tomato? Wow, just fits the bun. Onion, out of the garden. The tomatoes weren't though. A nice sized hamburger off the grill. Put a little lettuce on there. And I think we got to have a little bit of ketchup. What do you think? All right. That's looking pretty good. I think I'm going to cut this in half before we try it out here. Roll all over the place. Okay, let's give her a try. That is a real nice hamburger bun, and a real nice hamburger as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it that thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.